You probably remember Kate Jackson as the awesome Sabrina Duncan from the 70s sensation Charlie's Angels. The show made her a megastar, but on the flip side, it also robbed her of the most important thing in her life. And by the time she realized and got out, her health had started on a downward spiral already. But what really happened? And how did leaving Charlie's Angel affect her life? Follow us along as we uncover the untold stories of the life of Kate Jackson, while also showing you some of her rare photos. Kate Jackson's story started in Birmingham, Alabama, on October 29, 1948. She was born into a wealthy family and attended the prestigious Brook Hill School for Girls. At this time, it seemed like the world was at her feet. She planned to go to the University of Mississippi, but she soon realized that traditional college wasn't her calling. Acting was her true passion, so she took a brave step. Instead of classrooms, Kate chose to learn by working at the Stowe Playhouse in Vermont. From there, she moved to the bustling New York City to study acting at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts, but her journey was anything but easy. She started as an NBC page, giving tours at Rockefeller Center to make ends meet. Eventually, her talent was recognized, and she landed a role as Daphne Harridge, a silent ghost, in the 1960s supernatural soap opera Dark Shadows. And by the time 1971 rolled in, she was given the lead role in the film Night of Dark Shadows, a film based on the same series. That same year, she appeared in a few episodes of the short-lived sitcom The Jimmy Stewart Show. Up to this point, Kate's journey through Hollywood has been a roller coaster of missed opportunities and heartaches. But just when the future started looking bleak, fate smiled on her, and her big break came from the unlikeliest of places. In 1975, after her show The Rookies was canceled, she met with producers Aaron Spelling and Leonard Goldberg. They pitched her a series called The Alley Cats, which had been rejected by every network. But Kate, always optimistic, suggested the name Charlie's Angels and pointed to a picture of 3 female angels on the wall. Little did she know this would change her life forever. She was originally cast as Kelly Garrett, but the role was eventually given to her co-star, Jaclyn Smith. Charlie's Angels became a massive hit, putting her, Jaclyn, and Farrah Fawcett on the front cover of Time magazine. And Kate was not really ready for all of the spotlights. In fact, she got so busy that when she got a big offer to star in Kramer vs. Kramer, a role later made famous by Meryl Streep, she had to decline due to her show's busy schedule. And by the 3rd season of Charlie's Angels ended, Kate already felt burnt out and decided it was time to move on. Her character, Sabrina Duncan, was then taken over by Shelley Hack. During the show's run, Kate faced total confusion from the relentless 14-hour workdays. She admitted, "I had lost my sense of self, lost track of who I was." Rumors of her turning into a pill-popping first-class bitch who slowed down production on purpose surfaced, but she refuted them, saying, "I didn't do anything like going out of control or drinking and abusing myself, but she definitely became an angel longing to return home." In the first 2 years of the show, she often complained, feeling her life was all about work. She said, "Even though those millions of people around the country know me and like me, they aren't in my living room at the end of the day when I'm lonely and hassled." After leaving the show, Kate did star in the film Making Love in 1982, a groundbreaking attempt to address homosexuality sensitively. Unfortunately, it received mixed reviews and didn't do well at the box office. It was another setback in Kate's journey in the spotlight, but her resilient spirit kept her going. And in 1983, a new opportunity came her way. She starred in Scarecrow and Mrs. King, a 1-hour action drama where she played Amanda King, a housewife opposite Bruce Boxleitner's spy character, Scarecrow. She even co-produced the series through her production company, Shoot the Moon Enterprises. During this time, she developed a strong interest in directing. Scarecrow and Mrs. King ran for 4 seasons from 1983 to 1987, giving Kate a chance to shine once more. But, as if fate had a cruel sense of timing, during the filming of the show's 4th season in January 1987, tragedy struck. Kate went for her first mammogram and received devastating news. A small, malignant tumor was discovered. Her world came crashing down, and she shared this heartbreaking diagnosis with only her series producer, who rearranged her work on the show. Kate checked into a hospital using a fake name for a lumpectomy, starting her tough journey with health issues. Despite the immense pain and suffering, she refused to let this dark moment ruin her dreams. She made a quick recovery and returned to the series just a week later, bravely enduring 5 weeks of radiation treatments, all while relying on painkillers. Her strength and determination during this challenging time were truly remarkable. After battling breast cancer and undergoing treatment, Kate didn't give up. She took on the lead role in Baby Boom, a 1988 TV sitcom adaptation of the 1987 film, pouring her heart into it. Sadly, the series was short-lived and canceled with unaired episodes. Her health struggles were taking a toll, and now her career was slipping away too. But Kate wasn't one to quit. In 1989, she found another opportunity to star in the film Loverboy, directed by Joan Micklin Silver. But just when she was savoring some good news, a cruel twist of fate struck in September 1989. Another mammogram showed that breast cancer was still there, missed in the previous surgery. Emotions were high, and anyone in her shoes would wonder why life was being so cruel. Kate had to go through a partial mastectomy and reconstructive surgery. Thankfully, she had the support of a Charlie's Angels colleague, Jacqueline Smith, who stood by her side. Sadly, the shadow of health issues persisted. In 1995, Kate received yet another devastating diagnosis. She had been born with an atrial septal defect that had gone unnoticed until then, and had to go through open-heart surgery to rectify this hidden condition. Through it all, she courageously shared her experiences with breast cancer and heart health, earning recognition from the American Heart Association with the Power of Love Award in 2003 for her efforts in raising awareness. After her arduous health struggles, she mustered the strength to return to acting. In 2007, she portrayed the mother of FBI agent Emily Prentice on Criminal Minds, her last acting role to date. And in August 2008, she even took on the role of a guest judge on Jacqueline Smith's Bravo reality series, Sheer Genius, presiding over a hairdressing competition, adding a touch of glamour to her legacy. But health challenges weren't the only turbulence she had to deal with in her personal life. Her relationships also suffered. She went through 3 marriages, all ending in divorce. She was engaged to actor Edward Albert in the early 70s, dated stars like Nick Nolte and Warren Beatty, and eloped with her first husband, Andrew Stevens, in 1978, only to part ways in 1981. Also, her second marriage to New York businessman David Greenwald in 1982 met a similar fate with divorce in 1984. After that, Kate had a series of relationships, including one with dermatologist Arnold Klein. Then, in 1989, while she was recovering from her second battle with breast cancer, she met Tom Hart in Aspen, Colorado, and they tied the knot in 1991. This marriage made Kate a stepmother to Tom's children. Sadly, this union too crumbled in 1993. Despite these marriages, Kate never had children of her own. However, Kate's heart was big enough for more love. After her third divorce, she chose not to remarry but embraced motherhood in a unique way. In 1995, she adopted her son, Charles Taylor Jackson. Though Kate Jackson hasn't graced the screen professionally since her 2007 appearance on Criminal Minds, at 73 years old, her resilience shines on as a testament to her enduring beauty inside and out. If you enjoyed this video, there's a good chance you'll also enjoy the one showing on your screen right now. Click, enjoy, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you on the next one.